Hi everyone, this is Falake again, the voice chick. I want to say a big thank you for all the people who joined the Easter Live where we discussed today about managing your kids during this lockdown situation and parenting your kids during this lockdown situation. I want to also thank my guest, Tukumba Fashero, for also sharing our experience in terms of what she's doing and what has worked for her so far. Just want to do a very quick recap of what we talked about. So we understand that parenting is difficult at this time because everybody's home and the situation is also very critical. So the best way really to effectively manage your kids is firstly understand what are the things that they want to achieve during this period. You need to understand what is going on, and you need to also develop a schedule, a timetable, a to-do list, whatever you call it. You need to engage them from morning till evening, at least Monday to Friday. There has to be a start and end time when you're doing your schedule. There has to be a siesta or rest time. Whatever schedule that you develop, there has to be a time for academic work, at least 4 hours of academic work in a day, depending on their age and depending on the class they are in. You also have to have a time for life skills and development. It's very essential that you teach them the life skills and development at this time, and things that you've always wanted to teach them and you've not been able to teach them. You also have to have a time for me time and family bonding time, whether you want to do this at weekends, whichever day, but there has to be that time. They also, very importantly, no matter their age, they have to have their own me time. Even if it's 1 hour, whatever they want to do, let them do it. But whatever they decide to do, or whatever you want to do with them, please ensure that they are very highly supervised, especially if you have young children at home, so that you don't have an issue with safety and all that. They also have to have some kind of time for spiritual time, depending on your faith, and then there should also be time for training. Very importantly, they have to have exercise time, whether you want to go for a walk or you want to just do some family fun stuff with them. And very importantly, there has to be a parent and kid time. What is a parent and kid time? The time that you spend with each of your child, even if it's 1 hour per day. Talk to them, know what they're feeling, and just spend time with them, because really you might not have this time again. While this is an opportunity for you to be able to know and understand your children, whatever ages they are. Spend at least 1 hour of daddy and mommy, or mommy and daddy time with them, each child, please. Very important. We talked about doing a retrial. So if you've come up with a schedule, you do a retrial, use it for 2 weeks, see if it works, and then you can do a retrial, amend and change some things. The whole essence is that what works for me might not work for you. So, but you can pick up some things that has worked with other people, and and apply it and see whether it's going to work for you or not. My guest Kumba also talked about how do you deal with when you set rules and regulations, because one of the things I talked about is that when you develop a schedule, have rules and regulations, have penalties, have strict rules and have penalties. So if your children don't follow these, what do you do? Do you beat them? Do you punish them? Do you deprive them of something that they like? So whatever works for you, please do it, but your timetable must have rules and penalties, and then you must also have time to follow through, to ensure that they follow it through. So what I would advise, what has worked for me and what I'm doing is that I've done the timetable for my daughter, and I also have my timetable. And yes, I might not be 100% in terms of what I should be doing. I'm sacrificing a lot to be able to monitor her, to ensure that she's following through. But you must also ensure that you develop yourself within this time, while you're also trying to develop your child and spending that time with that child. So you must be able to sort of balance both, in terms of you having your timetable and having your children's timetable. And I know it's not going to be easy, because if you have 3 or 4 kids, you're going to be going through timetable with them. So it's a lot of Herculean task. But what our advice is, please let the spouses be involved, let the partners be involved. Parenting is not a mommy's work, it's both parents. So supporting yourself each in it. So if, for instance, I'm helping child A, my husband can be helping child B, in their homework or whatever schedule that they have put. So this time around is all about connecting with the family, connecting with your kids, connecting with yourself, because yourself, you also matter as well in this time. So I think this is what we discussed, managing your kids. I want to say kudos to all the parents out there, managing their kids and parenting their kids at this time is not going to be easy. And then managing their time and also trying to let them understand what is going on, because there's a lot of questions out there. You don't want to get them afraid, but you also want to be able to pass the message, let them know that, this is a sensitive time. We have to be safe, and, they can't go and play with their friends. They can't do things and all that, and they don't understand why they are home, So please, let's manage our kids. Let's have time for them. Let's develop our schedule. Let's see if it works, and most importantly, let's put the rules and regulations, and let's try whatever we can do within this time to maximize this time to the best of our abilities. Thank you all so much again for joining. Please remember to follow at Voice Chick, and we will be sharing more tips and having more people to come and share their experience and learn. This season is about us learning from each other and helping each other go through this period. I wish all families a safe period. Please keep safe, stay safe, and of course, I'm wishing you a happy Easter, your first Easter in a lockdown situation. That's another story for another day. Take care, everyone, and God bless.